believe there are more victims, but we're not going to get into the numbers game at this point. We do have numerous reports of missing persons, unaccounted for persons by family members. Some of these folks are not from within the United States. They're visitors. A lot of the people that are victims here are young people. And when I say young people, people in their 20s to 30s. And so they have families outside the area that we're talking to and dealing with. And so we're doing and orchestrating and coordinating all that through our Family Assistance Center.
Hey Ray, how deep have people been able to make it within the building? How deep have Alameda County Sheriff's workers and firefighters been able to make it inside that building?
I mean, it's just a task to get through the front door with all the debris and wreckage that's there. So we're slowly making our way in, and we have to go systematically, because any misstep on the part of our people could mean that they get injured or fall through a floor or have something fall on top of them. So,
Sergeant, how did you guys get to the 9?
Those were visual identifications by fire and by first responders that were in the scene. They were able to identify 9 deceased people.
And Sergeant, do you still have the process now from here on out, now that you're in the building? And also, what agencies all are involved in the task force?
So there will be an arson investigation. There will be an arson task force that will look into this. That will be a group of specialists and individuals who are from our local, state, and federal agencies. I would imagine every resource available to the city of Oakland will be available to them. I'm talking high-level crime lab assistance and crime scene reconstruction. So that will all take place in the coming days. We will be at this crime scene for days to come as we move forward, trying to make out and make sense of what happened here.
So is arson something that's suspected, or is that routine?
No.
And you also
but
reference the crime scenes.
There's no reason yet to suspect arson. However, you have to work these investigations at the worst case scenario and then downgrade from there. So you bring in all your experts, all your arson experts, and then you narrow it down to, was this an electrical issue? Was this some type of other, maybe pyrotechnic or something that lit a fire? Or was there fires burning within there? You know, something as simple as a cigarette could cause a fire that could lead to something like this. So those are all things that need to be worked out by the experts.
Can you tell us, hold on one second. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the debris that you were mentioning in the front, and then the difficulty of entry you guys have had, could that have contributed to the high death of the person?
You know, we're not experts in that. What the investigation will hopefully reveal those details. But anytime you have a collapse of a structure, you have fire, you have smoke, that can be deadly to people inside of a building. We know that when there's smoke and a lot of fire and people they lose direction inside of a location, and that leads to events like this. So we're not going to sit here and speculate on how each victim may have died, but you know, this is just a tragedy, and there's no easy answers right now.
So we know that there was a fire. Go ahead, Ollie.
Ollie, go ahead.
Hold on one second.
So, just a little bit about the building's history. City records show that there are prior habitability complaints and that there's been prior citations against the landlord for illegal habitation and illegal structures inside the building, inside the property.
Okay, Ollie, I'll go ahead and answer that question. Right now, the Oakland Police Department is focused on exactly your questions. There are a lot of questions that are being asked and a lot of answers we are looking to find. What is the history of the building? The occupancy of the building, if there are any codes or violations, all of those things we are looking into, and our city leaders will be talking about that later. Currently, we're not going to find all those answers out right now. We're very much focused on identifying those who are still missing, locating those who have suffered loss inside, who are deceased. Currently, we are looking at bringing closure to the families. And all of those questions about permits, about calls to the location, all of those we've already started the investigation and we're looking into it. But right now, we're going to be very focused on the recovery, working all of our agencies together, working as a city team, a city approach, to find answers, and they may not come today or within the next couple hours, but we'll certainly find answers.
Have you been able to talk to any party goers? Have they described what the situation was like and how some of them escaped?
What we can share with you is we have talked to folks who have come out, individuals who were at this location and either left prior to the fire or were able to get out, and that is a joint investigation that all of us will be looking into, from the Oakland Fire Department to the Alameda County Sheriff's Office to the Oakland Police Department, ATF. We'll all be working together for that information. We won't go into any details about what they said because this is an investigation. And at this time, I want to share with you, it is not deemed a crime scene. I want to make that perfectly clear. It is not deemed a crime scene. Sergeant Kelly stated it earlier. We are all working with our expert teams in case this investigation takes a different turn. If it takes a different turn where it deems to be a crime scene, then we already have our personnel here working side by side with investigators as we move through this process. What I would like to do, I know you have a lot of questions, and we understand that, and we want to find answers for you. We'll share with you that we are going to have a city press conference, including the mayor, the city administrator, the fire chief, other leaders of the city. We'll make that announcement, but right now we'd like to return to the scene to see if there's any additional information that we could share with you. So this will conclude this portion of our update.
I just want to add. I want to add one thing. Our local hospitals have been getting a lot of phone calls, and it's really bombarding their system. We did not have a lot of victims go to the hospital. It appears that people either made it out or they didn't make it out. There's not a lot of other injuries that have been reported to us at this time. So I would direct all those calls not to the hospitals, but to the family assistance number that we've put out. That's 510-382-3000. So if you could 510-382-3000. We have personnel answering those calls, and we would ask that you not tie up the phone lines at the hospitals in case we need them for other events going on.
So let me also share this. Everything we just discussed here and at the previous briefing, if you were not here, we're about to send that information out. I will step over to the side, and so will Sergeant Kelly. If you are not on our press contact list, please provide us with your information. We'll be happy to forward the information to you. We want everyone to be informed. We want everyone to have the information so we collectively can message to our city and to the families who are watching this that may not be in the area. They may be on the other side of the world or in another state, and we certainly want to keep everyone informed.
That'll be it. We'll see you in about an hour, okay? Thank you.
Hey Ken, if you're in the truck and still listening, we're going to use this shot for the cutting. So just me up.
Hand me the channel 7, please.